we, as you're aware, we will not be taking any separate attendance link. It will be automatically downloaded from Zoom. Okay, so please understand that we will have to maintain the compliances as per AICTE and ATAL FDP standards. So please join in timely, make the most out of this FDP. I would request if there are colleagues of yours who are from the same institute or some other institutes who have enrolled for the FDP and have not joined yet, to please join into the FDP soon so that we can kickstart at the right time and we can make the most use of the experts we have in the session. Thank you. Sai sir, could we please try if sharing from your end is working or not
Yeah,
before
if you
we
can stop.
move
Yes,
on
sir.
to the session?
Stop sharing your screen, sir. I'll share.
Yes.
I'll check. Just make me as co-host, sir.
Yes. Yashwant,
Yes,
can
sir.
you
Now
please
I'm
make
co-host.
Yashwant? Yes, Yashwant, can you make Sir co-host?
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
co-host
you're
now.
co-host.
Front
Perfect.
service.
Yes.
Uh, Yashwant, you'll have to stop sharing this so that Sir can share. Thank you. Uh,
Yes, sir. Now perfect.
it's not a problem, right? Can I request you all to please once perfect, sir. Can I request you all to please once switch on your cameras if it is permissible so that we can have a group pic in the starting. Thank you, ma'ams. Thank you, Sudarshan sir. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Satish sir, could I request you to also please?
Yeah. 1 second, sir.
Yes. A very, very warm evening to one and all who have joined the FDP. Yes, that's a welcoming thing for the day too. Amazing. Yashwant, I hope you have taken the pic.
Yes, taken, sir.
Thank you so much. May I now request my colleague Ofer to please introduce today's speaker?
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all the distinguished faculty members, experts, and participants joining us for this session. Following the excellent foundational sessions we have, now we move on into the dynamic and critical realm of offensive security. This session is titled Ethical Hacking, Footprinting, Network Scanning, and Spoofing. To guide us through these essential scrutiny and probing techniques, which form the very first step in securing any network, we are privileged to have with us Mr. Sai Satish. Mr. Satish is not just a practitioner but also a pioneer in the field. He is the founder and CEO of Indian Servers and also serves as the president of the IMIR Society. His entrepreneurial journey and leadership role gives him a unique ground level perspective on the threats and defenses in our digital landscape. He brings practical insights that bridge the gap between academic concepts and real world security challenges. It is my honor and pleasure to invite expert on this evening, Mr. Satish, to take the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Shall I start, sir?
Yes, sir. The
Or do we need to make wait?
Sir, I think we'll get started. Eventually, people will be joining. So, in case you
Okay.
feel like everybody should be there, we should reach certain number and then start. I leave it up to your best judgment, sir.
Not an issue, sir. We can start, I think.
Ji, sir.
Interested
Thank you so
participants
much.
already joined on time, right?
Yes, yes, sir. They're
Yeah.
all online. About 75 people, including you and me with 77, are almost.
Yeah.
Yes. So there'll be kick starting. So maybe around 2 other minutes, we'll start. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, hi all, welcome back. Myself Sai Satish, CEO of Indian Servers. So today we are going to discuss about network security, ethical hacking concepts, also something related to scanning and spoofing. So let me share my screen. How many of you joined from your laptops? Please raise your hand if you have joined from your laptop. You can go to reactions and you can raise your hand. Okay, let's make it like interactive session. Okay. So I'll be sharing a lot of things. If you have any questions, please you can post the questions in the chat box. Okay. Okay. So how can we hack a system? What are the options we have to hack into any computer? Can you tell me how to hack a computer? What are the options we have? Chat is available. Chat box is available. Yeah. Please let me know how to hack a computer. What are the options we have? In how many ways we can hack a computer? Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll enable participants to unmute themselves. Virus. Okay. Better. I'm expecting something better. Wishing, phishing. No, I want to get access of your computer. I want to switch on your camera. I want to hack your system. That is what my target. I'll do one thing. I'll make you to unmute yourself. Yes. Now you can unmute yourself. One second. Yeah. Now you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Somebody please unmute yourself and tell me what are the ways to hack a computer. In how many ways we can hack? Remote access to device. Yes, Krishna sir. How to get that remote access? That is what the question.
So we can probably deploy some kind of malware that we can deploy through emails. We can
Through
just send a spam email where
emails. These days, emails will be scanned. Even text also getting scanned. If there are
Mhm.
any suspicious text, it will be blocked. So malware, it's not easy to deploy through email, especially
No,
if you're
not
targeting
the
any.
so link
Uh,
which will lead to a malware which will or a website that will probably have
The,
the content behind it.
okay, you're near
excuse,
to answer. You're
yeah,
near to
excuse
answer.
me, sir. Can we have this executable files and then we can, um, or we can use some apps. If we download some apps, we can.
Apps in the system or as well as mobile phone. Okay, what is that app called as?
Hmm, I don't
Trojan.
remember.
Such
Yeah,
type of
Trojan,
apps are called
Trojan.
as
Yeah,
Trojan.
Trojan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. One thing, both of you mentioned the same. Sir just spoke. He mentioned the same one, and you also said the same. We'll send some file. If they execute, that system will be in our control. Okay, that is one method. What about the other methods? Sharmila, madam, TeamViewer is not hacking. I want to hack your system. So what are the first? What is the first option we have? Our topic name is ethical hacking.
If
Okay.
so, if we have information about the system, probably I
Okay.
can, and let's assume if I have the physical access somehow, I may guess
Hmm.
the password based on the information that I collected about the.
Guessing password, okay, comes under social engineering, but
Okay,
I want to hack into it. Password cracking is not my target. I
all right.
want to get access of your system. I'll be at USA or I'll be at some other country. Okay.
Hmm.
So what I need is I want to get into your system. I don't want to crack the password. Cracking the password is not the target.
Yeah, you
I
have
want
some
to see
SQL functions also. We can use them and then.
website hacking. If it is website hacking, we'll perform SQL injection attacks. For that, we need SQL. Okay.
Mm,
Since it is getting recorded, that too, it is ATAL FDP. I'm not going to show on live websites. India's topmost websites also can be hacked very easily through many techniques, but I'm not going to demonstrate that one. Of course, SQL injection is there. I'm talking about the system hacking, not about
mm,
the web application attacks.
mm, mm.
One technique most of you already mentioned,
Good
Both of you
evening, sir.
mentioned there's.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir,
yes. Go ahead.
actually, that malwares are there. Even if we have the AI-based malware, that is the one. Second, we have cross scripting, XSS, and that one.
Cross-site scripting excesses. Another one is you mentioned AI-based malware.
Yes, sir. Because phishing and phishing, because as the other people already told, but presently, as you told that emails, they are going to discard if anything is coming. But if it is AI-based malwares, I think that may be tough to handle, sir.
No, no,
Actually.
no. Some people are saying IP address. I'll share my IP address now. Okay. How can you hack my system?
Yeah,
Okay,
IP
you're
address.
saying about phishing.
Yes.
So how can you hack my system using phishing?
Uh,
Phishing means just for password capturing
hmm.
credentials. You may get the password if I enter my credentials in it. How can you hack my system? See, these are my details now. How can you hack my IP, my system? How can you get access of my web camera? Any participants? Let's be an interactive session. Almost for 7:30, I'll be interacting with you. My concept is ethical hacking. There will be no PPTs in my session, only discussion based and practical based one. Hacking password, IP address, just with IP address, how can you get, just with IP address, Kalyani madam, how can you hack? This is my IP address. How can you hack my system? IP address will be there most for sure. So the sir is saying open ports. Obviously, there'll be open ports. See, for example, if you take my system, there are plenty of netstack -n. There are plenty of listening ports are there. See, some are established, some are listening. So how can you hack my system using just with listening ports? No. Code injection. Sailaja madam, I'm not talking about web applications. I'm talking about the system, a server, not the web applications. We got only one answer till now.
We got. Can
Yeah.
we do socket programming and listen to these ports, and we can enter into the system and access the camera?
How? How?
Socket programming is network programming.
Socket
What?
programming we can connect, but how can we access that particular web camera? How can we access exactly that particular camera? Okay, any last suggestion? Any last, one more participant, last participant. Yeah, one more person can answer. Just share your views. What do you think the method to hack into any computer? Yeah, please unmute yourself and answer. Please unmute yourself and
There
answer.
was a movie called as Kingdom. In that, it was showing using the mobile. They will first try to contact the mobile, and then using that credentials in the mobiles, they were able to access the camera and all the.
That means someone will just install some sort of application and they will access it. You mean to say that one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
is what we
that
are
is what.
calling it as Trojan. That's the first way of hacking a
This is the
computer.
second.
Already, some of our faculty already shared it. Okay,
Yeah,
let me share.
I myself
Yeah,
told it the same thing.
yeah. Okay, there are mainly two methods to hack into any computer. The first method is Trojan. What is a Trojan? A Trojan is a malware which gives complete unauthorized access of remote computer to you. A small binary file I'll generate. For example, let me stop this chart. I'll explain. Then after I'll open the chart. We can discuss. Okay. Yes. See here. The first method is using Trojans. A Trojan is a software which gives complete unauthorized access of remote computer. The moment someone execute the Trojan in their computer, their system will be in our control. 100% their system will be in our control. No doubt about it. Okay. So where we can find these Trojans? For example, if you want to do it, you can try with a thing called ProRat, kind of old Trojans are there. ProRat. ProRat, Active Track, Employee Monitor. These type of tools silently monitor our system, will give complete unauthorized access of our computer to someone else. What kind of websites they are browsing, web camera access, everything they will do. Beast Trojan, plenty of Trojans are there. If you learn socket programming, you can make your own Trojan also. Very old, and still most of these Trojans will work on most of the Windows operating systems. Almost all Windows operating systems it works. For Linux, we have two different softwares we have to use. First technique is Trojan horse. Second technique is vulnerability and exploits. This is the important technique. Hacking, this comes under important technique. Exploits. For example, if there is any vulnerability in your server, I will download appropriate exploit. I will hack it. For example, first let me discuss about this vulnerabilities and exploits. There are three important words are there in cybersecurity. Three important words in cybersecurity. First one is vulnerability. Second one is exploit. Third one is patching. These are three important words in cybersecurity world. One is vulnerability. Second one is exploit. Third one is patching. What is vulnerability? Vulnerability means weakness. If there is any vulnerability, then only someone can hack. Otherwise, it's impossible to hack. There is no way to hack into others' computer if there is no vulnerability. Vulnerability you have to identify. I'll tell you how to identify the vulnerability. Even if there is a vulnerability, if there is no exploit, you cannot hack again. Vulnerability should be there. Vulnerability means weakness. And you need appropriate exploit to control over that particular system. First, let me show you one important website, cvedetails.com. Common vulnerabilities and exposure. Common vulnerabilities and exposure. Here you can find vulnerabilities for many websites, for many softwares. For example, if you take IIS, Internet Information Services Web Server, okay, obviously there may be some vulnerability for that particular web server. Okay, let me try with other one. Let me try with Apache. Yeah, if you notice here, some sort of vulnerabilities are there for that particular Apache server. Remote code execution, file inclusion vulnerability, directory traversal attacks. See, different type of vulnerabilities are there for these type of things. Different type of vulnerabilities. Okay. So if there is any vulnerability, then only you can hack. If you are using Apache server of that specific version, and if it is not patched, and if exploit is available, then someone can hack it. If there is no vulnerability, you cannot hack. If there is no exploit, you cannot hack. Okay. Two methods are there to hack into any computer. First method is using Trojan. I'll tell you what is Trojan. A Trojan is a software which gives complete unauthorized access of remote computer. The moment you execute that file on victim's computer, either remotely or by taking that computer, and if you execute it, you can control. You can search for the word called Metasploit. Metasploit contains plenty of exploits. See, this particular tool contains plenty of exploits. This particular tool, let me disable my antivirus. Let me show you some of the exploits. Okay, I'll show on website instead of showing on Metasploit. Metasploit is a framework which contains plenty of exploits. Exploit is like a tool. Okay. Vulnerability means weakness. For example, if there is a room, in that room, 100 kgs of gold is there. 100 kgs of gold. Let us consider that 100 kgs of gold as a data. If that room is having a window, if that window is weak, then we can say that room is vulnerable because that window is weak. Okay. To open that window, you need some tool like hammer, or you need something to break that window. That something is called as exploit. Maybe that window is weak, but you don't have strength to break that window. That means if you don't have an exploit to encache that particular vulnerability, you cannot break it. You need two things. To capture the 100 kgs of gold, what you have to do? First, you have to identify the vulnerability. If you come to cvedetails.com, for most of the softwares, you can find the vulnerability. Just by having a vulnerability is not enough. You have to break that window. To break that window, you need an exploit. Exploits you can find in Metasploit or in exploit-db.com. Exploit-db.com. See here, remote code execution exploit. For which software? For Flowwise, for this specific version. Remote code execution vulnerability. If you enter that particular server's IP address, this exploit will give access of that particular server. This is what the exploit. If there is any vulnerability, you can find it. So how to find vulnerability? How to find the vulnerability? To find vulnerabilities, for example, I want to hack into any Pakistani website. Okay, any Pakistani server. Okay. First thing, I have to get the IP address. They already banned our Indian IP addresses. Park.gov.pk cannot be opened here because they already banned it. Indian IPs they already banned. Let me check whether we are able to open it or not. No, still we are unable to open because they blocked our Indian IPs. So first thing, we have to get this IP address. Second step, we have to find the vulnerability of the server. In 2009, I hacked this particular website, Pakistan official website. I placed Indian flags there over there in 2009. So how I did? I found a vulnerability in this server and I uploaded a thing called web shell. What I have uploaded here? I found a vulnerability. I exploited it. Then I have uploaded a web shell. C99 web shell. Then I deface the homepage of Pakistan official website. So first thing, you have to find the vulnerability. Then you need an exploit. Then you can deface the server. Okay. So any questions on this? So how to find the vulnerabilities? To find the vulnerabilities, manually you have to identify. Otherwise, check in cvedetails.com. Check in cvedetails.com. What kind of vulnerabilities for that specific version? For example, if you're using Apache of a specific version or Acrobat Reader. For example, if you're using Acrobat Reader 9, check how many issues are there for that specific version of Acrobat Reader. Version 9. When they have identified, see vulnerabilities list. When it was identified, what is the score of that particular vulnerability? So to hack into any computer, first step is to find the vulnerability. After finding the vulnerability, you have to find appropriate exploit. After finding exploit, launch the exploit. That system will be in our control. Second method is running a Trojan. That means a binary file you have to execute. You can use any RAT tools, remote admin tools. Okay. So this is a basic step to hack into the computer. This is an overview. Got it? We'll take questions now. 1 second. 1 second. Yes. Now you can unmute yourself. You can ask me questions related to these exploits, vulnerabilities. Patching I'll tell after some time. Hope this is clear for you, right?
Yeah. Sir, the first and foremost question I have is, hope you don't mind, and I think
Yeah.
anybody else is not asking. The thing is, do they know who is hacking the system? Like when we are hacking,
IP
if
addresses can be logged. Things can be logged. For example, firewall will be there in your servers, and firewall log will be there. In firewall log, you can check who is connecting to your computer, at what time they have connected, how much bandwidth they have consumed. All this data, if they have enabled the firewall log, they can see all these details. Firewall log.
uh, can we have like when we are hacking, we can have some key generated to hack the system, or I mean, once you have hacked, you repeatedly use it for deriving or
There
taking
is a thing called
information?
post exploitation technique. Post exploitation technique. Once you hack, you have to plant a Trojan. You have to plant a Trojan. That
Yeah.
is called as post exploitation techniques. After hacking, you can do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will be only once. From second time onwards, if you want to maintain access, you have to install a kind of Trojan again to maintain the access. If it is patched, then you cannot do it. Yes.
Okay. Mhm.
Moving
Okay.
to the concept now. Yes. Any question?
So I have one. Let's assume I have an website which is fake journal website. Now I have the website with me. Now how do I identify the IP address? Because we can use some tool and we can get the IP address.
To
But
get
it
the
will
IP
show.
address, just go to command prompt,
Okay.
type that
Ping.
particular website name, ping space that particular website name.
Yeah.
Immediately show you the server name, that particular
Correct.
server's IP address. If they
Yes.
use any kind of tools like Cloudflare, then you will get Cloudflare details. But majority
Okay.
of the times you will get the direct IP address, unless if they use Cloudflare, you will get different IP.
Okay. And
This is
once
the
we have
method
the
to get
IP
IP
address, and
address.
then we can use some other tool to identify some vulnerabilities within that system.
Yes, I'll come to that point now.
Okay.
So how to find the vulnerability of a server? Manual intervention is one choice. Second one is vulnerability scanners. Nessus, Nessus, Nessus. This is one of the topmost vulnerability scanner. I want to hack into one website or a server or an IoT gadget. I know its IP address. So second step, what I have to do? Second step is to find the vulnerability. If there is no vulnerability, forget about hacking. You cannot hack. 100% sure you cannot hack. So how to find the vulnerability? These vulnerability scanners will help you to find the vulnerabilities. Vulnerability scanners. For example, I want to hack, some of you just mentioned, let me know one of your website names. I will scan with
Citer
another.
Academy.
Sir, tell me, spell it, sir.
SITER
Okay.
Academy. .NO.
Okay. For example, if you want to see the vulnerabilities, are you the owner of this website, sir?
No, sir. I'm managing it.
Do you have any authorization to scan?
From my end,
Yeah.
yeah, I have.
Okay. So no issues, right?
Yeah, no issues from this website.
Okay. So there is, it's completely static. It's static. Can we book appointment now? Is it possible to book appointment?
Yes, sir, it's possible.
Please let me know your details, sir.
I'm managing the. My name is Ashwant.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. Is it okay to crash this site for temporarily?
No, sir.
Temporary.
No, my manager won't accept.
Okay, if I fill some data in this contacts, you can see the data, right?
Sure, yes, sir.
Can you see the data? If I
Not.
schedule this, can you see the data now?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay, fine. So we'll do a small attack on this particular website. If you observe this particular website, this is not having a thing called CAPTCHA. Since this particular website don't have CAPTCHA, we'll do a small thing called LOL attack, LOL billion attack. There are some hundreds of vulnerability types are there. Hundreds of types of vulnerabilities are there. Okay, this is one such type of thing. Even if we can try to capture the data, if some of you owns any website and if you're authorized for pen testing on the particular website, I'll share my mobile number. You can send me 1 lakh rupees for pen testing. So I'll pen test your website. Okay. For time being, we'll do a small attack on this particular website. Okay. But before that, uh, so how to find vulnerabilities of this website? First, copy the URL, open the website, Acuinetics software. Acuinetics is another vulnerability scanner. First vulnerability scanner, what I told you. First vulnerability scanner name. Hello. What's the first vulnerability scanner name?
Nexus.
Nessus, right. Second vulnerability scanner, Acuinetics. This is web application based vulnerability scanner. Third vulnerability scanner, Nikto. That is open source. It's not that much great, but still okay. Nikto. If you want to scan LAN, GFI LAN guard, GFI LAN guard, GFI LAN guard. This is for network scanning. Next one is OpenWAS. These are different type of vulnerability scanners. So if you want to check the vulnerability of that particular website, open the website Acuinetics, enter the target website name, choose next. Three types of scannings are possible. Testings like black box testing, gray box testing, white box testing. White box testing means if you're testing the code, then we can call it as white box testing. If you don't have any idea about the target website, if you're just testing the executables, N1, it is called as black box testing. If you have semi knowledge, not complete knowledge, at the same point, it's not zero knowledge, then we call it as gray box testing. So it's a web application, so you can select any web application one. Otherwise, select default. It will check all type of vulnerabilities. Next. Next. Here you can mention some pages will ask you session ID. For example, you can see the homepage of Instagram without logging in. You can see the message page only if you log in. That means message page is waiting for your cookie, which contains a session ID. If you want to scan such type of web pages, then you have to enter those details here in new sequence. Then choose finish. Scanning will be started. It takes a lot of time, depends upon your server bandwidth, total number of pages it contains. It will start scanning all type of vulnerabilities. This is one method to scan the vulnerabilities automatically. Okay. Now let me do a small attack on this particular website. Sir, the manager of this website. What's your name, sir?
Yashwant.
Yashwant. Okay. Yashwant, sir, how many requests you got today from this? Today?
0, sir. No.
0.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm using a particular tool called, one second. Websuit. I'm doing a small attack on this. See, uh, fetching the data is one method. For example, someone has entered data. Every company will invest to generate leads, right? Competitors may hack the data and they can view it also if there is a vulnerability in your system. If we fail to get it, we will perform denial of service attack. Also, we can target to crash the website. I will dump some thousands of records. I can crash the database. Not thousands of records, sorry, crores of data, billions of data I'll fill. Obviously, it will be crashed. So wait for a few seconds. We'll do a small attack now using a tool called Suite. I'm giving my real details. Schedule the event. My real credentials I have provided. Sir, did you get any data?
Just a minute, sir. I was checking. Refresh.
Okay, this particular website is using CAPTCHA. You can observe here, this website is using CAPTCHA, hidden
Yes, sir.
CAPTCHA.
Received, sir.
Yeah, this website is using hidden CAPTCHA. So you cannot do this attack on this particular website because it is having a CAPTCHA. I'll do one thing. Did you get any one more request? No. This website is using CAPTCHA. See here, reCAPTCHA token. If these websites don't use any things like tokens, JW tokens or CAPTCHA, then you can do it. Any website owner in our group will try to attack one of your websites. Any website owner, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, I have one portfolio, sir. Is it possible to hack it?
If there is no CAPTCHA, then we can perform denial of service attack on it. In your portfolio website, do you have any database?
No,
Are you
no,
collecting
sir.
any data?
No, sir.
Then it is static. Then it is static one. Then we have to hit the server, not the website.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Thank you.
Okay.
Understood.
Any other? Any other person who is having? Okay, I'll do one thing. Let us search. Let us search for some random websites. Wait.
So can we do it for the university website? Any?
If you're website owner, then you can do it.
No, no, no.
Which university?
Nothing. Any university does.
You tell me which your university. You're from which
I am
university?
associated with Maulana Azad University.
Maulana.
Maulana Azad National Urdu University.
Okay, Maulana Azad University. West Bengal?
It is MANUU.
Maulana Abul Kalam.
MAULANA. MAULA.
Maulana?
The National Urdu University, Doctor, sir.
Oh, that is Hyderabad one.
Yeah, Hyderabad.
National Urdu University.
It was showing in the third option.
Okay. I came to your university. I had a great time at your university.
Yeah, which last month or?
No. Almost 6 years back, I think.
Okay. 6 years back, a long time. But I'm
6 years
there
back.
from almost 2014. I mean, 2011 I joined.
Okay. For CSE department, I took the session.
Yeah, okay. I am from CS department only. That
Okay.
time I was abroad.
Mhm.
I
One
again joined
second.
1 year back.
Okay. So do you have any login credentials for students?
Mm, we have their
Your
ID.
site is slow.
Yeah, this one.
Student, this one, Manu.
Yeah.
Integrated University Management.
Yeah, they're using some package, Samarth port, I think.
Your site is actually too slow, I think. Yeah, see here, there is a captcha. We cannot do brute force on this.
Okay. For
If
captcha.
there is any captcha, we cannot do brute force attacks. Oh, this is simple number. Actually, we can break this.
Yeah, if it
Bypassing number is easy, no problem. Bypassing
Mm.
number is easy. Even for exam results also, okay. For exam results also, they have made a captcha. Okay, no problem. Tell me one roll number, madam.
uh, just a minute.
Any enrollment number. Oh, for this, there is no one. Okay, we can do brute force on this. We can do brute force on this. Here, one page is there without captcha.
Okay.
So we can do attack on this. If there is any single page, yeah, this one also fine. This one also we can do this.
We can do brute force.
Yes, brute force can be done on this. So most of you are able to open this website, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'll do one thing. Shall we try any SQL injection attack also? Can try. SQL injection attack also we can try. I
On
don't know
this
whether
website.
we get success or not. We'll check both. 1 second. SQL map is a tool to perform SQL injection attack. First thing, you have to disable your antivirus to do it. We don't know whether it is vulnerable or not. We're just giving a try. Another hacking. This is not ethical hacking. This is 100% hacking. If you don't have permission, it is crime. No uh, doubt about it. 100% it is crime to hack into any website or any system. You are not authorized to do it. What is hacking? Very long back, almost 10 years back, one lawyer asked me, there is nothing called ethical murder. There is nothing called ethical rape. How can you say it is ethical hacking? Hacking itself is crime. How can you say it is ethical hacking? Then I replied to him like this. It's true, there is no ethical rape or ethical murder. But we learn karate not to kill someone, not to kill someone, but to defense, right? Same way, we learn hacking just to make sure that others cannot hack into our computer. To protect our resources, we'll use it. See, I just downloaded a tool called SQL Map. We don't know whether the particular website is vulnerable for SQL injection or not. We're just going to give it a try. Okay. I have installed Python. Let me set path for the Python in my system. Setting path for the Python. Yes, setting path is done. So this is the URL. Let us check. SQLmap.py space -u space path of the URL, complete path -- dbs. One second. Yes. Academic parameter is not injectable. So if it is vulnerable, then we can see its database. If it is not vulnerable, you cannot do it. Okay. This is one method of hacking into the website called SQL injection.
Yeah. So what is the
Like,
meaning of academic cannot be?
yeah, see here, if in the URL, this is a complete URL, https manu coe. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4 parameters are there. We are just checking whether this academic URL parameter is vulnerable for SQL injection or not. If this is not vulnerable, we have to check this one. If this is not vulnerable, we have to check this exam. If exam is not vulnerable, again we have to check the course. If one of these parameters are vulnerable, then we can completely hack into your website. We can get access of your control over your database. And even we can update your marks, attendance, everything.
Yeah.
If it
Okay.
is vulnerable. If it is not vulnerable, then we have to check other pages which are vulnerable.
Sir, what kind of SQL injection this is?
It is blind. We are just checking advanced SQL injection. Almost all kinds of database like MS SQL, PostgreSQL, MS SQL will be tested. Still testing
So,
is going on.
uh-huh.
We have to wait for some more time to check whether it is vulnerable or not.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we will be getting the reply for the other parameters
Yeah,
also.
it takes, yeah, parameters, other parameters we have to check. Otherwise, we have to mention it exclusively. Check so and so parameter. Check this parameter. Like this, we have to mention.
Yeah.
Then it will
Okay.
be verified. We'll get the result. Yes. We'll check a few more websites. Alumni login. Do you have any credential, madam, to log in to this? Employee login. Madam, do you have credentials to log in?
Sir, just it was mute. I have my credentials. Can I share with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
One second. I'm enabling chat box.
Mm.
You can send to private.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
I just
disabled.
enabled chat box.
It's showing
Send to me
disabled.
privately. No, it will be enabled now. Check once.
Mm. Still shows disabled for me.
Check once.
Yeah, now it is enabled. I'm sending you only.
Okay.
Mm.
Username we got.
You got the. Yeah, I sent you privately in your account.
Yes. One second.
You received it, sir?
Yeah, I received it.
Mhm.
So I'm just enabling proxy again just to check the issues. Madam, if I found any vulnerability, you can pay me 2 lakh rupees. Okay. Pen testing.
Okay.
1 second. And let me enable proxy. So being a faculty, you can update student results, right? Student attendance, other things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That particular request went through the burp. So somewhere that particular request will be there. Yeah, here it is. Exams and marks profile. Here are your parameters. I mean, all your credentials and requests and responses are also here. We'll check a few more. This particular website is a web page is not taking any post parameters. So no issue with this. Only session ID it is taking. Exam marks.
So recently I was abroad and then I have sent a email to them. So they were saying they have located me as abroad something. Can you locate anyone who using the email? If we send an email from anywhere, can it be located? My IP address?
For Gmail intentionally hides the IP address.
Yeah.
And some sort of secret mails are also there, Proton. Such mails also will not disclose the IP address. So it's not easy.
Yeah, recently I was in other countries, so I am unable to access this website also, ATAL website and all.
Okay, at that time you have to use Indian-based VPN. Then
Indian.
you can do it. Ask them to create any VPN. Through VPN, they can do it. Yeah, your website is completely using session IDs. No many parameters. It's not using any parameters. So not a big issue, but still we can perform denial of service attack on your website. See, activate pin is there. Here, I can notice there is no capture here. So we can perform denial of service attack on your website. So we can launch around, okay, let's do practically. So most of
That
you are
means
able
I
to open,
enter my email ID and it will be denied.
no, not your email ID. And now from your computer, try to open this Manu ucoe.in. You are able to open it. Check once. Try to
Okay.
open this website.
Sir, I have one
Okay.
question.
Use
Yeah.
my mobile, sir.
Yeah, anywhere.
Mm.
1
Sir, you
minute, sir.
said
We are going to perform denial of service attack on this website.
Mhm.
After this, we'll discuss.
Yeah.
Are you able to open it, madam?
Just a second. HTTP Manu dot. It was
Yeah.
COE also something you were saying.
Yeah, 1 second. This is the website name. Manu ucoe.in.
Manu yeah, COE.in. Okay.
Yeah. You're able to open homepage, right?
Yeah,
Are you
homepage I
able
have
to?
opened. I have
Yes.
opened homepage.
Now I'm going to send 10 lakh requests. So around 500 or 500 requests per second I'm going to send. After 5 minutes, this website will not respond to you after 5 minutes. So you can notice status still 200. The status, I'm performing denial of service attack. There'll be some limitation for any database. Per second, it can handle n number of requests only. What I'm doing is, I'm sending some hundreds of requests. These requests will occupy all the bandwidth of the particular server. So what happens? Then it will stop serving to the real client.
Yeah, it is
This is a
becoming
kind of,
busy.
I almost consume 1,000 and I'll keep on adding more number of requests to it so that original client will get status error wrong.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah.
Sir, is this denial of services attack?
Yeah, this is one kind of denial of service attack, consuming the total bandwidth of the particular server so that it cannot serve to the new clients. This particular system is having, server is having more capacity. We're still sending almost 1,300 requests I have sent in last 20 seconds. Here, almost 270 records I have sent. So like this will consume the total bandwidth of that particular server. It cannot serve to the new clients. This is one kind of attack. Okay.
So that
Another
means
attack.
I should be
Yes, I think it
uh,
got stopped. Okay. 503. See here. Status 503.
mhm.
That server capacity reached now. Now you'll get
Okay.
error. Now the
Now
status
if
is
I log
503.
in,
Try to log in once.
you want me to log in this
Yeah,
one
try
or
to log in once. Try to log in once.
okay.
Try to open that website.
Yeah, I opened the website. It was taking
Try to
long
log
time
in now. Try to log in now.
in the employee website.
Yeah, employee login. Now you'll get the error. Now it is 503 error. We consume the total bandwidth of that particular server. Now it cannot serve to the new clients. See, 503. How many
Yeah,
of you are
first,
testing? Yeah, try to log in employee. See,
yeah, it is not opening right now. It's taking time, maybe.
I want 2 lakhs.
I'm unable to open it. I mean, you told it is slow, right? First of all. So
Now
I think,
it is status 503 error now.
oh,
I'm consuming the total bandwidth of the server with very limited resources. Anyone trying?
yeah,
Website
Manu,
name?
the login
Try
is,
to log in with employee login. Employee login. This is a
but it is
website.
not opening the website only now.
Yeah, it is under denial of service attack.
Yeah, it stopped. Right, sir. Site can't be reached, it's giving.
Yes. I'll
And
stop the attack. After stopping the attack, I just stopped the attack now. Even after stopping the attack, it takes a lot of time for recovery. Yes, I just stopped the attack now.
okay.
Now it will be recovered. Now you can see the activity. Now
Yeah.
wait for 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Try to refresh the page. You'll get it. This is denial of service attack. Like this, plenty of attacks are there on web applications. If you want to see those web application based attacks, remember the website called owasp.org. Open Worldwide Security Application Project. Open Worldwide Security Application Project for mobiles as well as for web applications. For mobiles and web applications, you can check the vulnerabilities. Here, right now, broken access control, injection-based attacks, like this, many are there. These are some of the top 10 attacks. Wait, it will be loaded. Broken access control. Yeah, see here. These are the top 10 attacks. If you want to hack into any website, you can test all these things on that particular website. If it is vulnerable for any of these website vulnerabilities, then you can give it a try if exploits are available. Okay, this is for web application based. Second one is network security. Also, I thought to discuss. I'll take 5 to 10 more minutes. Then we'll have a Q&A. Then I'll complete my session. I'll close my session. Okay. Network security. For network security, most of the attacks on networks is man in the middle attack. Man in the middle attack. For man in the middle attack, we use a tool called EtherCap. Someone is doing some activity in their computer. If that particular person and I am also in the same network, then I can use this particular tool to capture the passwords or to listen the conversations between that system and another system. The security for this is proper TLS certificates, encryption. TLS certificates should be there so that all the data will be encrypted. Others cannot see the data. Another attack on networks is spoofing. Someone can mask your IP address or someone can spoof the MAC address. How to spoof the MAC ID? Very simple. There are some sort of tools are there like SMAC. SMAC. These tools can be used to mask the MAC address. Otherwise, you can directly change it from here. Just go to control panel, networks, adapter settings, properties, configure, advanced. Here you can change the value to spoof the MAC ID. You don't need any tool also. If you're using Linux operating system, directly you can use a thing called MAC changer. MAC changer tool. Directly, it will be by default, it will be available in Linux operating system. Otherwise, you can download it, MAC changer for Linux operating system. So spoofing, sniffing, these are some of the top attacks on networks. For sniffing, one of the best tools is Wireshark. Wireshark. This Wireshark will capture all the packets traveling from your Ethernet card. All the packets. You can analyze the packets. If it is encrypted, you cannot analyze. If it is in plain text, you can read the data, what's going on. Sender's IP address, receiver destination IP, checksum, flags, whether it is TCP or UDP. All this data can be captured and analyzed. Okay. So we'll go with Q&A. You can ask me questions related to cybersecurity. By the way, my name is Sai Satish. You can connect with me in LinkedIn. Search with the word called Sai Satish in LinkedIn. We can connect in LinkedIn. Yes, you can ask me questions now. Okay. Yes, open for questions. Yes. What you want to know about this hacking or cybersecurity or any concepts, you can ask me.
So, good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Sir, this is Sarita from TKR College of Engineering.
Okay.
Sir, in denial of services, you said like when you release that, I mean, you have blocked the total website. When you release that, how much
Hmm.
time will it take to open that website?
Sometimes if the total bandwidth is consumed, it will not be opened unless we allocate additional bandwidth. Sometimes we have to restart the computer, that particular server, or sometimes it will come automatically. Depends
Okay.
upon how the server is configured. Supriya Madam is asking about SNOT tool. SNOT is a kind of IDS, intrusion detection system. This SNOT is open source, one of the topmost tools. IDS and IPS, both it will do. Will create some sort of rules in the firewall, like uh, only these ports should be accessed, only these IPs should be accessed, only communication between these two systems should be created. Such type of rules will create. If any data or any transaction or any request is violating those rules, will get alert. That is the purpose of SNOT, Supreme Madam. So same thing we can do with our firewall also in inbound rules and outbound rules. Inbound means incoming calls. Outbound rule means outgoing call. Like in inbound rules, you can create like rules like who can call to you, who should not call to you. New rule. Who can call to you, which program can take input, which port can take input. Those rules can be created the inbound. Same way, who can send messages from your computer to other computers. Those systems will be here. So these are about the rules, and this is about the SNOT. Yes, open for questions. You can ask me. Is still mobile hacking is possible? Yes, Senthil sir, there are plenty of exploits are available. That those exploits are not free. For example, Pegasus is there. Pegasus is a kind of exploit. You have to purchase this Pegasus exploit by investing some crores of rupees. Pegasus. So these tools, just with a blank SMS or with empty message, they can exploit your computer or your mobile phone, both Android as well as iPhone. But these are not free of cost. You have to pay a lot for these. Yes. Next question. Cybersecurity in banking. Uh, Generally, I do regularly address bank people also. Bank people are maintaining multiple ways of authentications, not just one single step. Multiple ways of techniques are there. Uh, Even they are using very standard encryption algorithms. Some people are using private algorithms also, like AES. But when it comes to quantum, this AES can be cracked. Recent attack happened on airports. Yeah, they are spoofing GPS, Sarita madam. They are just spoofing the GPS. That's one of the biggest issues. For example, GPS should come from satellites. We can spoof GPS. At the same time, you can do a number of things with it, but those things should not be discussed because it's really they can create life threat also. GPS spoofing for the aeroplane. Just yesterday only it happened. Delhi airport. Some hackers are using that such type of tools to spoof GPS and other radar techniques. Very dangerous those techniques. My IOB account hacked recently.
Indian
Okay.
overseas account I had recently, it got hacked, and they were able to access my account.
Okay. There may be
Fortunately,
some sort of spyware in your system. Make sure you don't have any spywares in your computer. If there is any spyware, immediately remove it. Otherwise, reset your system. If you don't know how to remove the spyware, remove that system immediately. Sorry, reset that particular system immediately. Both these things you have to spoof, like keyloggers may be there, a Trojan may be there. There may be something else too. How to find spyware? To find the spywares, you have to learn malware analysis. Process Explorer kind of tools are available. Process Explorer. Second one is Process Monitor. First thing, if you're not techie, depend on antivirus. Most of the antiviruses will take care of these techniques. If you are techie and if you want to do it manually without using any kind of antiviruses, then use tools like malware analysis tools like Process Explorer, Process Monitor, TCP View. This is one tool. Another tool is Process Monitor. This is another tool to find not only spywares, most of the things you can find with this. Everything you can analyze with this Process Monitor. What's going in your computer? Everything can be done with this. Every activity you can monitor with this. Let me show you Procmon. Okay, I'm downloading this tool. Let me show you the activity in my computer. Every second, some thousands of activities will happen in your computer. Every second, thousands of activities. So you can check those activities with this Procmon. Yes, observe here. Yes, observe here. Thousands of activities. See, almost 10,000 activities in a second. 3,000 activities in a second. See, 4,000, 5. Now it's almost 77 lakh activities gone. See, every activity. With this, you have to analyze what's going in your computer. Procmon, such type of tools you have to use. Yes, next question. Research areas in hacking. AI-based exploitation tools you can develop. AI-based vulnerability scanners you can develop. AI-based malware like threat hunting tools you can develop. Now coming to models, for example, if you directly stick into AI models, just check huggingface.co. Lakhs of models are there, more than 22 lakh models. If you select models, almost how many models? Wait, I'll tell you. Yeah, it will be loaded here. 22 lakh 53,000 AI models are there for different purposes. For classification, different type of models we can develop. Malware classification models we can develop in research area. And every packet you can analyze. Classification models you can develop with this. These are some of the research areas you can touch. Today, especially Andhra Pradesh government is talking much about quantum computing. If quantum computing comes, most of the encryption algorithms will be can be broken. We can break in just 6 to 10 minutes. Generally, AES kind of algorithm takes some billions of years to crack. AES cracking time. It takes some billions of years to crack AES.
So in this case, then if AES probably once quantum computing is here, you'll be able to break it into 6 or 10 minutes. Then what will
Yes.
happen to all the IoT applications that we have in place, which does not have those
That's
kind of
why most of
processing?
the companies are targeting
Hmm.
quantum resistant algorithms. Quantum resistant.
Okay. But
These
sir,
But
many
the
as
use.
of
hardware will
now,
create an issue for IoT then.
IoT is small one. It can be broken easily.
but sir, I think there is hardware issue. Still, it takes time to develop the quantum
Yeah, it
computer.
takes time, but
Mhm.
near future, maybe in 15 years,
Yeah,
you
maybe
can see that.
because micro instructions it has to read in the quantum. So
At atom level.
yeah, yeah. So we don't have that device yet.
Takes time, maybe 15
Mm.
years.
Okay, yeah,
10 to 15 years, we can see them live.
yeah, that's true.
So quantum resistant algorithms, you can do research on it. Yes. Next question. We'll take last 3 questions. Last 3 questions. You can unmute yourself
May
and ask.
may I tell the first one? Actually, I just wanted a solution basically. I have my mobile phone. Using mobile phone, I always access my, account, my bank account. So it's going to be offer me more and more security. The same thing like face recognition with face recognition, because the same facility I can't have in SBI, because I'm talking about foreign countries are providing face recognition. It is linked with the banking account, and it is going to offer us more and more security. Uh, but when I access SBI, this facility is not there. We have OTPs, several OTPs will be given. The same thing is IOB is also using some types of OTP before and after the entry into the account. So,
Okay.
why do you think that face recognition is mostly helping, and why it is not implemented in India?
No, no, no. In India, see, Indians are very brilliant. So you cannot expect everything in India. So it's different way. Okay. Uh, so
Yeah.
we do believe everything. We don't believe anything. Like that, Indians are there. So we cannot get common things for everyone. That's the issue.
Mm.
Basic things are okay. Basic things are okay.
And recently they disallowed the immigration also, online immigration. But we have in our other countries the online in immigration. I'm talking about. Uh,
See, it's a multi-diverse country. Some people are too advanced. Some people are not at. So we cannot bring everyone on the same platform.
okay, I get it.
Even if we cannot force even fingerprint also. Fingerprints, these kind of things will not work for daily labor. We cannot force daily labor uh, for few things because of their work. Their fingerprints will be modified regularly. So in
Yeah,
this
they will
diverse
be
country, yeah, in this diverse country, we cannot bring everyone on the same loop. That's the issue.
true.
Yes. Next, last two questions. Where we can learn ethical hacking properly. Everything is in a distance of a search set. Simple, sir. Google, ChatGPT is there. Do one thing for if you want to play with web application based attacks, learn OWASP and learn how to develop exploits, how to create exploits, and how to use them. These two are important. Yes. Last question.
Can we know the contacts of WhatsApp contacts of our because recently there was like we can know the contacts if someone is there in my contacts. Can I know the contacts of those people?
You are not authorized to do that. You cannot do that, but you can do few things like uh, no, I should not reveal few. Okay, basic thing I'll tell you. Try with
Because they are asking to download some app. Will the app be useful if I pay and
no,
uh,
no, no, don't do that. Don't do that. The moment you install it, your mobile will be hacked.
exactly, that's why I'm not doing it.
Never do that. Never do that. Seven
So can you
important
give some
permissions are
tips?
there. Yeah, seven important permissions you should not give to any application. First thing, don't download any APK from third party or third party websites or from unknown people. Seven important permissions you should not grant to any application. First one is storage, call logs, contacts, mic, SMS, camera, location. These are some of the permissions. Another one is accessibility. These permissions you should not grant to all the applications. Very, very dangerous. Be careful with these permissions. Okay. Yeah. Salim sir, over to you. Thank you. Thank you all participants. Let's connect in LinkedIn. Thank you.
Very good evening, sir. I envy you in one aspect here. How can you maintain the same momento, same tone, same voice all throughout?
From last 13 years, I'm habituated, sir.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Sir, it was really engaging. I am sure that participants should have got a good time. interacting with you. Yes, and I saw that they were on, and you also gave them equal opportunities to explore the uh, online practical demonstrations. Yes, thank you so much. Ofer, can I request you to please propose the formal vote of thanks?
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Satish sir, for that incredible, insightful, and practical session. You have skillfully demystified the concepts of footprinting, network scanning, and spoofing, and illuminated not only the mechanics of these techniques, but also the underlying rationale essential for any comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. The real world context you provided from your experience as a founder and CEO is precisely what enriches this faculty development program. Your explanations has given us a clearer map of the attacker's perspective, which is fundamental of building robust defenses. I'm sure all the participants now have much stronger grasp of these initial phases of a security assessment. On behalf of entire organizing committee and all the participants, I extend our deepest gratitude for your valuable time, for sharing your expertise, and for contributing so significantly to our learning today. And to all the participants, thank you for your engaging presence. Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you so much, Sai Satish sir. It's always a pleasure having you on board and listening to you and looking at that practical demos that you do always. That's the best part of your session, as always. May I now once again request everyone to please turn on their cameras, because I think we were about 80 and now we're about 150 plus. So yes, itna to banta hai. Satish sir, can we have your camera open as well? Post this pic, we'll be going for a 10-minute health break, and we'll resume our second session at 7:30.
Salim sir,
Yes.
please give
Salim
access for
sir,
the camera.
please
Yes.
give permission to switch on the camera, sir.
Yes. Um, Yashwant, can you please? Yes, I think it's done. Thank you. So, sir, these cameras are flashing actually for you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
You're welcome. Yashwant, I hope you're capturing the clips.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Uh, Also, I think I should be thanking Sai Satish sir, because he agreed to move the session at an earlier point in time. And despite his travel, he ensured that the delivery is seamless. So thank you so much for taking up this extra pain, going that extra mile, sir. Thank you once again. And your participants will resume for the next session at 7:30. Please keep your momentum on, and I'm sure that you're enjoying all the learnings. Thank you. Uh, you may now please turn off your cameras. Thank you. Yashwant, can we have the slide for the second speaker on?
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Welcome back once again. I assume that you are all in your seats. Kumara sir, are you with us? Have you joined the meeting?
Hi, sir. I have done.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you have the co-host privileges?
Um,
Can you please make Kumara sir co-host? Kumara Guru is the
Yes,
name
sir,
of the
done.
username. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Perfect. Ufera, could you please introduce her?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back.
Ufera, could you please be a little louder? Thanks.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. In our previous session, our expert, Mr. Sai Satish, expertly guided us through the initial scrutiny phase of ethical hacking, showing us how to map a digital landscape and identify its every points. In this session, we shift our focus on network perimeter to one of the most critical attack surfaces today. This session is titled Web Application Security, Vulnerability Assessment, and Penetration Testing. To lead us through this essential next step, we are joined by Mr. Kumar Garu, a senior technical trainer with the ICT Academy. With over 12 years of industry experience, he specializes in translating complex security concepts into practical, actionable skills for professionals and educators. His expertise is perfectly suited to show us how to systematically assess and fortify web applications against real-world threats. It's my pleasure to invite Mr. Kumar Garu to begin his presentation.
Kumara sir, could you please start your presentation and take over the session?
okay, so
Welcome
thank
once again.
you. Okay. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for the introduction. So this is Kumara Guru. So I'm from Chennai. So I'm actually like working. I was working in ICT Academy for like 5 years. It's from Tamil Nadu government. And before that, I was working in various different firms on various different projects. So 1.5 years, like I was working in cybercrime in Tamil Nadu. So I've been like training uh, people like corporate peoples for various different technologies. So and a special thanks for the team and for the organizers for inviting me for this wonderful FDP. So without any delay, like we can start the session. And can you just give me a minute so that I'll just share my screen? Just give me a minute.
Sure, sir.
I'm sorry, like just give me. I think I have trouble sharing my screen. I just joined from another account.
Okay, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in case you think there's a presentation and you're not able to do it, you could share it with me. I'll get it presented.
Okay, I'll just do it one more try. to, if it is not working, maybe I'll just share, I'll better share you the presentation.
Yes, sir. Any which ways you'll have to be doing it so that we could share it with these participants.
Oh, okay. But actually, it's not kind of presentation. It's like a virtual board.
All right.
And anyways, like the participants can anytime take a look at this board. Just a minute. Okay, one small request. Joining from another account, is it possible to make a co-host for that account?
Yeah, sure, sir. Just let us know once you join, drop your name in the chat box so that we will be able to do that.
Okay.
Thank you. Dear participants, sorry for the technical delay. We'll start as soon as Kumara sir joins. Thank you.
Hi, I have joined.
Recording in progress.
Yashwant, could you please give the access?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Thanks. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Um, Still, I can't able to share the screen. Okay.
Can you try one sentence?
Okay. So, guys, like, hope everyone can able to see my screen now.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so today we are going to see about the vulnerability assessment. So when we go with vulnerability assessment, so we have like two kinds of types, like the basic solutions which is provided can be either a product or it can be a service. So when we say about product, so we'll be like having about some antiviruses or any kind of professional tools, like we have like a very different providers like from Palo Alto, Cisco, and Kaspersky. So they offer a variety of tools for protecting different kind of threats. So product will be like suitable for any companies or organization with a small level teams. So it's also like suitable for SOHO, like small office, home office kind of setup. Any people like which is less than 20 to 30 will be suitable, and they can't able to afford for a dedicated team. So product will be one good solution, but for a lesser team size. And then we have service based. So service based can be for any mid-level enterprises and high-level organizations. So that can be for that can be like suitable in service-based. So where there is a dedicated team given with lots of additional like services. So it can be done through the support can be like done through via emails, or it can be through chat, or it can be like done through any kind of remote desktop connectivity. And even for some companies, like they even do over the voice or like through the calls. And for a dedicated support, so the company can also afford the right set of persons to be like visiting the client places and resolving these kind of threats. So the vulnerability assessments can be like done even through service, but they are quite expensive compared to your product base. And product based vulnerability assessments can also be done in high level, that is like in enterprise based solutions, and as well as the mid level enterprises. And we have different types of vulnerability assessment, which means like how we are going to perform this vulnerability assessment. So it's basically like when we have different kinds of targets. So these are the common targets where it is eligible for vulnerability assessment. For example, like we have a computer. If it is connected to a network, it may be like mentioned as a host. So it can be a software, it can be a website, or it can be a mobile app, and there will be a network. And even humans too involved in vulnerability assessment. And we also have devices, for example, like printers, scanners, or CCTV cameras, any devices that are connected to the internet, and technologies like database or any kind of SDKs. And it can also include uh, it can also include hardware devices, access cards. So all these are considered as a target in a enterprise level vulnerability assessment. So in these targets, so we can able to perform an active recon. Active recon is something like where I will be knowing about the target, whom I'm going to focus. So that will be an active. And passive is something like where I don't know who the target is, but I can able to like perform the vulnerability assessment on the whole. So where I will be like collecting informations about all the individuals or all the targets, and I can able to find so where the loopholes are, where the vulnerabilities, and we will be like prioritizing. So all these will be happening in passive recon. And then we have pivot. So pivot is something like any intermediate. So for example, there will be a computer, or like there will be a user here, and instead of directly attacking the target, so this can be the usual way, but instead of attacking the highly secured target computers, mostly it can be like a server. So I will be uh, performing an attack through a middleman. So this can be something like an intermediate computers, so maybe like a receptionist or any computer which has least security. So the security teams on organizations, they usually focus on the high-end computers. So where all the importance, all the priority will be given to the servers. But when any external attackers, so they want to get into this highly secured computers, so they will first target on these kind of low range or like low secured computers, and through them, so they are connected to the networks, right? They are connected to the same networks. So through networks, so they will attack any kind of special like any kind of special techniques to get into the highly secured computer. So this is called as a pivot. So where I can choose a middle computer and or like a middle target, and through the middle target I will be reaching the final target. So this is pivot. And then we have privilege escalation. So privilege escalation is something like where I have a lesser potential or a lesser access through this lesser privileges. So whether I can able to perform any kind of higher level operations. So that is what a privilege escalation. So all these can be very much common in web application testing. So these are the types, and the usual life cycles are, so whenever someone has to perform a vulnerability assessment, so first they need to be preparing with the baseline. A baseline is something about the target, and they will collect all the necessary informations. So whether I need to follow any kind of a compliance or any kind of policies, so which is like given for each and every nation and region. So they will be preparing a baseline document about what they are going to perform, or what are the things they should be like focusing on, what is the scope. So all these are considered to be the baseline. And the second one is vulnerability assessment. So vulnerability assessment is something like so where the vulnerabilities will be like identified. Once I get the baseline, so I will be like mentioning about the priority and scope, and where I need to target. So this is going to be the basic level. First, identifying the highest priority, and based on the targets, so the risk management will be done. So where it calculates the impact. So which devices has like more impact, and after calculating the impact, it will be remediation. So remediation and risk management, they work close together, concentrating on the higher impact first. So not just based on the the content which is inside, so it also deals with other related services, so how it can able to spread. So if it is a malware based attack, so how it can able to spread on the network. So these kind of things will be like happening on remediation. So remediation is also means like how we are going to mitigate the situation. And finally, once there is a mitigation plan created for the particular target, so it needs to be verified. So we cannot be sure, or we should not be like sure about a single testing part. So once like we have doing a vulnerability assessment, so we cannot ensure or we cannot be certain about the result. So we need to ensure whether the environment is completely like safe, so best suitable for malware based attacks. So there are some malwares like rootkit, even after the complete deletion or wiping the entire hard disk, so still these kind of viruses can show up. So they are actually a persistent threats. So even after deleting, like still like maybe like 1 or 2 days after, or with the given command, they can still able to pop up. So that needs to be verified. And finally, monitor. So we need to continuously like monitor all the devices or the infected systems. So whether they are again like vulnerable to any future attacks. So these are the usual life cycles. Once the monitoring is done, again the next assessment will be happening for a different target. So this is how the life cycles are prepared. And based on the vulnerability assessment, we have different score levels. So 0 is none. For 1 to 4, it is low. So 5 to 7 is medium, and 8 to 9 is high, and 10 is critical. So they often like identified with the colors. So red, it means like critical, and medium, okay, it can be like orange, and medium, sorry, high it is orange, and medium it should be yellow. So 1 to low it is green, and none, or like mostly information based uh, content, it will be blue, because these are the usual representations on many of the softwares in their UI. So critical is actually like addressed first. So no matter how many high level vulnerabilities are available, for example, so when after completing the vulnerability assessment, so we have 20 high level vulnerabilities and one critical vulnerability. So critical should be addressed first. So no matter how much count we have for the other levels, so critical should be addressed first. So this is how the hierarchy should be. So when performing vulnerability assessment on different targets, so these are the common tools like Wireshark, Nmap, Suite, Zap, Nessus, and then Metasploit. So these are the common tools that the industry uses. So for web application security, there is one thing which everyone should remember. So the first thing which we need to focus is, okay, so the first thing which we need to focus is, so OWASP top 10. So OWASP top 10 is very much important for everyone to know, whoever is performing WAPT, that is web application penetration testing. So OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities should be important. I think still loading. Just a minute. So, okay, there are actually like two regulations. So one is like 2021 and 2025. So I'm just sharing the links on the chat box for your reference. So this is very much important for everyone to know, whoever has to like, whoever interested with WAPT. So this is your previous regulations in 2021, and in the, okay, I think this is the new regulation, that is 2025. And also please take a look at the 2017 regulation as well. So for every certain years, like these regulations will be added. So as top 10 2000. But because like still some applications are built with the older frameworks, so it is better to know about the 2017 and 2021 and the 25. So for every 4 years, like they will be like making some changes to the top 10 according to the trends. So this was the 2021, like broken access control. It stands the top, and second one is cryptographic failures, which will lead to exposing sensitive informations, and injection, and then insecure design, security misconfiguration. So these are the OWASP top 10. And in 2025, so some positions remains the same, and some has been like moved to like a lower level, and you can see the server side request forge. So SSRF, so which has been like moved to the top. So see, like in this particular link, they have explained everything very much clear. So these needs to be like followed. So OWASP is nothing but Open Web Application Security project. So OWASP is an online free community. So where they give free advisories to anyone. It can be for an individual. It can be for a company. So they actually give free advisories how a web application should be and what are the threat vectors that are available. So they are an active team, so they have been like doing this for a very long time. So from them, so we are getting this top 10 like vulnerabilities overall. So let's focus on the hands-on part. So when we have a web application, so how we need to proceed. So for this demonstration, I'm going to show you in Kali Linux. So assuming I'm already having Kali Linux with me. So whoever has Kali Linux, they can also give it a try. And whoever doesn't have Kali Linux, so not to worry. So I will show some cross applications. So where it is also supportive for Windows as well. Okay. So first for vulnerability assessment. So first we need to identify what can be the informations I can able to gather. See, for a website, so we can identify what technologies they are using, what kind of platform, or what kind of version. So these can be like used. So let's take an example website. So here for this example, so I'm just going to take a website called test.php. My advice is to go with these kind of testing site. Please do not take any kind of real websites. So unless you are authorized to do. So for vulnerability assessment, so we have to take a testing website. This website is actually developed for testing purpose. And the first thing is, so like we are going to install some, we are going to set up our machine. So first we'll go with some basic level informations. Okay. So, so for any, okay, for these kind of targets, that is for web application. So we have so many areas to crack. So we basically call them as footprinting or reconnaissance. So for pen testing, so these are the same phases that will be like followed. So the first one is information gathering, or it is also called as footprinting or reconnaissance. And the second one is scanning, and the third one is gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing tracks. So before attacking, so first we should go with reconnaissance. So let's see what are the things we can able to do for a website. So for identifying what technology a website is using, we can use Vapalizer. I know that HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is the core or the fundamental for any website, but with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript alone, we cannot see any modern websites. So different websites they are using different technologies. See, for example, so let's take this website, testphp.vulnweb. So if I navigate to any site, you can see on the top that it is using .php. So that is very much easier because just by its extension, like we can clearly say that it is developed using .php. But some websites, for example, like if I go to this particular website, genie.org, and if I navigate to any page, so now it should be difficult for us to identify what technology it is using because the URL is masked. Okay, so due to its masking nature, we can't able to see what kind of technology it is using. So for this, we are going to take some help. So this is going to be like suitable for Google Chrome or Firefox or Brave, and I think even it supports on Edge as well. And whoever is using Mac, I don't think Safari can handle this. So whoever is using Mac, so you can try installing uh, either Brave or Firefox or even Google Chrome. So after installing, on the top right, you can see three dots. So click on the three dots and try to find extensions, which should be like something here. And from the extensions, you can select Visit Chrome Web Store. So this Chrome Web Store is nothing but the Play Store for the browsers, where I can able to install extensions or add-ons, which will give me some additional powers. So from the search, okay, so from Chrome Web Store, go to the search and then type Vapalizer, Vapalizer. So you can go to Vapalizer and select this. Okay, so on the right hand side, you can see install to Chrome, but I have already installed on my machine. So if you click on install, so it will be like downloading and it will be automatically installed. So after installing, okay, so you can see a puzzle icon on here on your browser. You can see the list of extensions that are available. You can see the list of extensions that are available. So from here, you can actually pin, you can actually like pin your vaporizer so that it shows on the top. So it should look something like this. So you can pin this extension so that it will be always on the top. Okay. So now after installing this vaporizer, again go back to your Genie. If it is not showing any numbers, so try refreshing the page. Okay, so we'll do this. So try refreshing the page. See, these websites clearly shows that it has been developed using .php. But after installing, okay, you can see there are some other technologies also. Okay, for example, see it uses web server nginx. So that should be impossible for us to identify directly from a website. So just by seeing a website, you cannot say that it is using nginx web server, and you cannot say that or you cannot find whether what kind of operating system it is hosted or it is being uh, like running a service. So it is running on a Ubuntu Linux machine, and what are the programming languages it is using, like Adobe Flash and PHP. See, we know that it is using .php, but see, by using this extension, we can clearly see that it is using 5.6.40. So these extensions, they give you some additional informations where it can be very much useful for my vulnerability assessment. So it is giving the versions as well. So 5.6.40. And it is also using a reverse proxy, which is also Nginx. Okay. So now we have collected some extra information. Okay. So with this information, what shall we do next? Okay. So let's try with Genie. Then we will make use of this version. So let's try this on Genie, because some websites, when they use framework, the permalinks or the URL will be masked. You cannot see the extensions. But with the help of Vaporizer, you can click on the extension and you can see that it uses the same Nginx, but it uses an advanced version. It uses jQuery, and for security, it is using a HSTS. For UI framework, it is using Bootstrap. So if it is really hosted on a bare metal with any operating system, definitely it will show. Or if it is using any kind of containers or any kind of any virtual machines, so any virtual containers, so it might not show. So with this, we can clearly understand uh, Like it basically uses jQuery and Nginx. For different websites, you can able to see how it is being made. So we can also take this news platform, and you can see that see like Hacker News is a very famous blogging website for cybersecurity, and you can see that it is basically like developed through WordPress, programming languages, PHP and Python, and for some additional backup. So it is using Cloudflare. Database is MySQL, and it is also using a famous blogger tool. So some Open Graph, miscellaneous extensions, Google Tag Managers, Priority Hints, Cloudflare. So for different websites they obviously use different tools and everything it can able to show. Okay, so the name is Vaporizer, and it is available for Google Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and then Brave browser. Okay, so let's make use of these information. So what can be done next? So the next phase is actually, so I have already mentioned the next phase should be after gathering an information, the next information should be like scanning. So I'm going to like scan even further. So I'm going to make use of these informations. So for this, what we are going to do is we are going to search or scan these informations on a particular website called CVE details. So CVE full form is Common Vulnerability Exposure. So the website name is cvedetails.com. So CVE stands for Common Vulnerability Exposure. So till now, we are not hacking. So we are just doing a pen testing. See, all these informations are public records. So CVE Details is a website where it holds all the important vulnerability reports. So when any vulnerability is reported or it is found, so this is the place. I mean, this is the place it will be registered. So you can able to see like they have different vendor, we have they have different product. You can also look for other custom informations like exploits, so any kind of feeds, open source vulnerabilities. So let's do a simple search. So let's just search with PHP like 5.4. So just 5.4 is enough. Okay, so it's showing like not found. Okay, so let's search about on products, or I think we'll better go with a Google search. So that would be much easier. Or we can also like so PHP. First, we will go with the product. See, it has been registered from 2015, and these are the types of attacks like memory overflow, memory corruption, SQL injection, cross-site scripting, directory traversal, file inclusion, CSRF, double XE, SSRF, open redirect, input validation. So these are the types of web application based attacks, and for each year how much attacks have been registered, and you can also see the impact types. All the zero-day vulnerabilities are registered here. So let's take any particular product. So we'll search about 5.4. See, this gives the vulnerabilities around PHP 5.4. So we are specifically like searching for 5.4, and see like it is directly mentioned that there is a potential exploit available for this particular ID. So this name is very much important. Okay, so the first four digit represents in which year it has been found, and the next five numbers represents the serial or which will be the sequence number. And you can see the score. Okay, so we have already discussed about the vulnerability score. So which means like um, 5, 6, 7, all these comes under like yellow, and red it comes under like 9, orange comes under like for 7.5. So 9.8 which has been recorded the most, but you can still able to find 10 or even 9.9, because since this is an older version you can able to find. Okay, so right now we'll just go with 9.8. I think this is the highly recorded. Okay, and you can see that this particular issue, it is going to be affected even before 5.6.40 and 7.x. So x means like any version which which can be like applied, like 7 point any version, and even before 7.2.6. So all these versions, this particular attack is affected, and this is the explanation for this particular attack, and source is MITRE, which is the framework. And this is also another attack. So again, an issue was discovered in PHP before 5.6.40, 7.x. So all these versions are affected. So we can able to like search for any particular we can able to search for any particular vendors, even Apple, Microsoft. So even they too are involved. I think Apple, they come under. So even Apple company, so even their product informations or like their product bugs are reported here right from like 2015. So how many vulnerabilities are registered so far? So even Microsoft, Google, Meta, any companies you list, they can you can able to discover what are the vulnerabilities and what are the products. So everything we can able to see. All these are public informations. So these are the available products from Apple. So right from iOS, watchOS, like for chipsets 802.11, which is nothing but Apple's version of Wi-Fi. So everything will be listed here. So there is one vulnerability, and there is a public exploit. Okay, so what does this public exploit means? So exploit is nothing but it is a tool, so where I can able to use to break or to yeah to break a vulnerability, I mean to take break a vulnerability or to break a loophole. So exploit is nothing but a tool, which means like it can be an application, or it can be a script, or it can be a program, so where I can able to break any vulnerabilities. So after this, I'm just going to show you what are the sequential steps which we used to do. So once after finding uh, that it has a publicly like available exploit, so you can directly go to this particular site. See, this is not the only site, but according to any like educational purpose, so I had to show you this particular website. So the website name is Exploit DB, which is nothing but an exploit database. So this particular website is maintained by Offensive Security, the same team who developed Kali Linux. So here in this exploit database, you can go to search. So whatever the vulnerabilities we found or like we need to focus, just copy the CVE ID. So 2019 9023, and go to search and then paste. If we are lucky, so maybe we can able to find an exploit. Okay, so it doesn't have. So let's go for the second one. Let's go for the second ID, 9021. So still, like, there is no public exploit here, 9641. Or we can still, like, if we can't able to find, we'll just do a reverse search. Because ExploitDB is a common site for like educational purpose. So let's go. Uh, okay, I'll better do a reverse search. So we cannot search each and every ID. So I can also do search something like this. I can directly search for PHP 5.4 and I can get multiple exploits. So these are the available exploits. Okay, so we need to see whether it applies for the current version. You can see with the date it has been published, the link to download, and what are the vulnerable applications, but it is blank. So V means whether it is verified. So always go with verified. So let's take any one of the any one of the exploit. Here you can see the author. So author is who is none other than Metasploit. So here I think the code is written in Ruby. So most of the Metasploits exploits will be like written in Ruby. So this is the code. So you can copy this code, you can get this code, and you can use Metasploit from it is available in community version, and you can make use of this exploit to attack any website which is using PHP 5.3, 5.40, 5.42, 5.5, and 5.5.1. So this is how like we can perform vulnerability assessment, but we are not going to attack any website. So after this, we can just go with these exploit. And I always recommend to build your own environment instead of directly attacking any real-time website. So for vulnerability assessment, the best way is to set up your own environment. So there is a environment called DVWA, which means Damn Vulnerable Web Application. So this is available in GitHub, provided by DigiNinja. So you can download the zip file and you can follow the instructions. It is available on GitHub. I'm sharing the link on chat box. So all the instructions will be mentioned, but see, this instructions clearly tells you how to install, like how to install in, I think in Linux. Okay, you can try this. Okay, like you can try this in for Windows. If you're using Windows, then try this particular link. Okay, XAMPP. Okay, XAMPP is actually good. So that will be like easier for anyone to get started. So try to install XAMPP first. So I have already installed. So this basically provides Apache and MySQL. Both the services are running. So I have already done the installation also. So I'm just going to run this in my local machine. So this actually, this actual web application contains vulnerable interface, so which will be good for hacking and practice. So this is how you log in. First things first. So please go to the DVWA security because this is a wonderful tool for hack and practice. So where you can also set your difficulty level to impossible, high, medium, low. Let's try with low. Okay, let's try with low so that it would be easier for you to hack and practice. If you keep impossible, then it will be like very much difficult. So here on the second column, okay, on the second column, you can see some list of attacks where you can hack and practice. So you have like different attacks like brute force. I mean, you can basically like practice username and password or brute force attack like password spray. So you can use Medusa. That's a wonderful application to hack and practice. And then command injection. So CSRF, XSS, cross-site scripting. So all these are wonderful. I mean, you have like so much tutorials on the internet, even on the YouTube. So which will be like very much easier for us to follow. So this is vulnerability assessment. See, like I'll just show you one small example for web application. So once you are given up with any kind of web application, so the basic things has to be followed. For example, like let's take command injection because this is very much difficult to find on a public website. So that's why like they have given all these in one place. So for any web application, okay, for any web application with these kind of input area. So this is a kind of feature, okay, which tells us to ping a device. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mention my local IP address 127.0.0.1. First, let's understand about this feature. So if I give my local machine, okay, I'm getting some response. Okay, so I'm getting some response, but I have seen this response somewhere else. Okay, so I have seen this response somewhere else. Basically, like it is just imitating the same. Okay, it is just imitating the same response from my command prompt. Okay, let's do a check. So ping 127.0.0.1. Okay, so see, like I'm getting the exact same response. Okay, I'm getting the exact same response, like approximate round trip times in milliseconds, approximate round trip time in milliseconds. So same thing, everything, the entire output it looks the same. So does this mean whatever the information I'm entering here, it uses a command prompt or whatever the IP address I'm just sending, is it sending it to the command prompt? Okay, so let's find it. Okay, so now I need to find IP config. Okay, so which basically gives me the network IP address. Okay, so or the network informations. So I'm just giving submit and let's see like what happens. Okay, so it says this error. Okay, so ping request could not find the host IP config. Okay, so I think when we entered IP config, so maybe it is appending or sorry, it is just adding a prefix as ping and then followed by IP config. So this should be the problem because so when I enter IP config, so through program or through script. Okay, so through script, so it's basically like entering this information. So that's why like I'm getting the response like ping request could not find. See the same response I'm getting. Okay, so now I have understood that okay, the IP address like what I'm entering here, so it was like converting into, I mean, it will be like adding with some prefix. So what I can do is say I can try to bypass. Okay, so I can try to bypass. So I can use some logical operations. So I'm just going to enter the IP address. So followed by I'm going to use a logical operation like and or. So the symbol for OR operation is the pipe symbol. Okay, the symbol for using OR operation is pipe symbol. So now, if on the left hand side to the pipe or to the right hand side to the pipe, if I have any one true valid command, both the operations will execute. That is like both, it becomes true. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm just going to type ipconfig and we'll see. See, the first command is true, right? So what happens? Obviously, like the other thing will also become true, making to display the last output. See, this should not happen. So this should not happen. So 127 is already executed. So it goes to the second or the latest one, which means like IP config, and it shows the entire network configuration. See, this should not supposed to be shown. This is the first thing which we saw in our OAS top 10. Okay, so this is the first thing we have seen in the top 10, like broken authentication or sensitive. This is for actually for 2017, sorry. So was so broken access control, which means like exposing sensitive information. Okay, so that's what happened here. So like so it is exposing some sensitive informations. So the dangerous part is, so with this information, so what I can do is, so I can actually like execute more commands and make them to reveal any sensitive user. So I'm just going to give net user, which will display all the available user names, including the administrator name. Okay, so this is the administrator username and it is displaying. So with this, I can able to give custom operation. I can able to launch any particular process. I can able to create any kind of external file. I can basically like control via small segments. So this should be restricted. So that's how we do pen testing on these areas. And this website will give you a good idea about uh, lots of attacks. Then we also have XSS, which is cross-site scripting. So basically, like this kind of window can be seen in lots of places, like comment area or yeah, like comment section or any kind of a guest book. So here I'm just going to give my name, and it says like hello guru, okay, which is very much common. But what if I include any HTML syntax and we'll see whether it is behaving in such a way. So H1, see, so now this particular text is displayed in heading 1. Okay, this particular text is displaying in heading 1. So this should, again, this should not be happening. And let's add, well, let's see whether the styles are also accepting. And yes, it works. So this will lead to other areas. See, for example, so if I give a specific script, something like input type equal to file and value equal to upload, and see what happens. So it allows me, the script is not complete, but maybe like if you give a complete script, so I can make this possible. So this will allow me to browse a file on my local machine and I can able to like upload any kind of file and I have to just add one more line to add a file and link to a PHP script or any kind of JavaScript, and if I submit it will automatically upload, so which will cause a local file inclusion, or I can also do a remote file inclusion. So this is cross-site scripting. So we can also do stored accesses. So all these can be done so easily in this DVWA. So this is like a guest book, but this is persistent. So I can store these kind of commands permanently. So we need to check whether these kind of vulnerabilities attacks, these kind of vulnerability attacks exist, or it is still available on, or it is effective on most of the applications. See, this is hacked. So see, like this particular method I purposely showed to be appeared on the front end. So there can be other code which will be like executed, which will be like executed um, invisible. It does not show to the screen. But the best thing is, so whenever, okay, so whenever like any user, not just me, so any user who tries to visit this particular website, so this particular XSS attack, it will actually, okay, so here the initial security is impossible. So if anyone enters this website, that script will automatically work. So I can make use of this script to collect IP address, or to steal session IDs, or to display any kind of custom page which will collect credentials, or I can easily do a malware dropper, and I can make to download any kind of virus from an external site. I
నాడు
can make
నడు
it.
నడు గుడ్డు లేదని డాడీతో నడు
So
డాడీతో
I
అన్న దగ్గర
can.
తినద్దు
Okay. Okay, guys, like now, is it audible?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I was asking is like any questions or any doubts so far, like whatever I have shown. Okay, so even if we have any questions, you can kindly make it a note. So at the end, we will definitely I'll try answering everyone's question.
Just that, how to download this DVWA?
It's a very simple file, like
Some
maybe
Python code and all you were showing, sir.
it's actually like based on PHP, not Python. So it's basically like a very
PHP.
small size. Like say it comes around not even 1 MB. Okay, 964 KB. It's not even 1 MB. So it should be small. But to install XAMPP, that will cost quite more. Okay, so XAMPP will cost around 131 MB. It seems. Okay, exam will 144 MB. So exam can be quite like more like 144 MB. So that's very simple to install. So you can always check the tutorials which has been like provided in the DVWA official, that is like DVWA GitHub repository that you can do.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So there are some other things where you can footprint, okay, for websites. See, you can try to find the ownership of any domain name. So for this, like there is a tool called Whois. So on Google, you can just type Whois, and you can open this website like whois.com or who.is. Both are good, and you can take see like I'll take some simple websites. Okay, so I'm just going to take some simple websites like okay, so this is some website, okay, maybe in Madurai, okay. So let's take this website. See, like now I want to footprint. So with Vaporizer, we can able to identify what are the technologies it has been used, okay. But for some additional informations, okay, so we will try to see other datas. See in Whois, when you enter Whois, don't enter the domain name in the middle. Whois tool will be on the top right. Okay, this is to find or search any domain names. So if you want to know about the domains, please go to the top right and enter Whois and search for it. And see, this will tell you, okay, so this will tell you a lots of information, something, okay, like something like when it is registered, okay, it is registered on 2018, and when the domain name is going to be expired, so 2026, and updated on 2025, and where the name server is going, I mean, where the name server is pointing, and where they have bought, it's from GoDaddy. Okay, but there should be like additional informations. Okay, let's try this on who.is. See, this is also available on Kali Linux as well. Yeah, I think they have some directory protections, so it's not allowing us to like see everything. So let's try this on this website as well. So this website basically allows you to like tell, okay, it allows you to tell the basic informations or the registrar informations about the domain name. So it will be easy. See, like in whose name, okay, where is the domain name registered? But I think in the recent one, see, these can lead into lots of attacks. So they have hidden this for privacy, and you can see like who is the organization. Some informations are still visible, so you can just give it a try. So in which date it is registered. So like if I'm getting any kind of I'll tell you a scenario. So if we get any kind of websites, so from any unknown sources, like, and if you want to know where like even some companies also like they can send you like they are providing job or like they are from a they are like providing you some loans. So how do you check whether that website whether that company is legal or how much years it has been? So you can do a basic check if any scammers are trying to perform these kind of scams. So definitely these kind of names should be at least like 1 year older, or if it is when it should be registered at least like 1 year or 2 years, so which shows how much time they are in the business. If it is registered on the same year, then it is definitely a scam. So it can be like helpful in multiple ways, but just a tool where you can identify informations about the domain name. And you can also look for like, okay, we have already done this. So you can do like about the company. You can do a search about the company from Google Alerts. You can know about their information or about their financial information through Google Finance. So all these we can able to perform. And there is a tool on Kali Linux. So there is a tool on Kali Linux called Dimitri. Okay, so Dimitri is a tool which can be a very good information gathering tool. So, so here you can set. So you can set any particular website. You can also like enter like you can also like try to find like what are the other informations you're like required. See, for example, you can do a TCP port scan, and it can also do a simple who is lookup, the one which we have done. And you can also perform um like Netcraft. Netcraft is a website which will tell you whether it is a genuine website or not. So you can do some DNS lookup. So you can do a website check like FND. Okay. Okay, I'll better do on domain name. Okay, it's W. Okay, my internet is not active, but so Dimitri, again, it's a wonderful tool. Okay, I'll try with some other website. So here you can get some additional informations about Flipkart. Same thing, but see, like here it will give you some additional informations about the domain name. So without using any kind of website, so this will be wonderful. And there is also another thing called Sherlock. So Sherlock is also a wonderful tool, but this is for OSINT. So you can also do this for pen testing. Okay. And for the fun fact, okay, so I'll make it even interesting. So what we'll do is, so like right now we are in the modern era, especially when it comes to IT industry. So many advancements are happening. I know like this is not quite relevant to the topic, but there is some kind of resemblance. So like we are doing about vulnerabilities security, or like vulnerability assessment and web application security. So in the modern IT industries, or in the modern security domain, so AI is not just a development tool; it is also being used in cybersecurity areas also. But it is, see, the tool which I'm going to show you is not completely about like it's not completely designed for cybersecurity, but we can also use it. So that's how most of the tools are. Some tools are used for any kind of debugging activities or for auditing, but some people they use it for some bad purpose. So one man's tool is another man's weapon. So that's how I see, because basically, like when I started using this tool, so the tool promotes that it can do only this much activity. But when I started thinking in another perspective, it was really interesting. This is not something new. I've been like using this like more than a month. So most of you might know about Perplexity. So just like other GPTs, like we have Gemini, we have ChatGPT, we have DeepSeek, we have Grok. I hope everyone are familiar with this particular GPT called Perplexity. And whoever is using Airtel, there is a good news. So they can enjoy Perplexity for, I mean, Perplexity Pro version. So can I get the thumbs up, like whoever uses Perplexity, either in web or maybe in the phone? Can I get a small thumbs up? Okay, so that's great. So if you are already using, like kindly just go to google.com. Okay, so Supriya has raised her hand. Any questions, Supriya? You can, if you have any questions, you can address here, I mean, on the chat box. Okay. So, see, Perplexity has recently like launched a very famous browser. So once upon a time, this was my dream, but later it came true, because these were my imagination, and these were the one which I wanted to do. But when GPT was introduced in 2022, so I started trying this, and I really found interesting, but I forgot about the dream. But on one fine day, it got launched, and I was surprised. Okay, so you can directly go to your Google and then search for Comet browser. Okay, so please open Comet browser. It is free to download. Okay, basically it requires Perplexity account. So whatever the account you have used for signing in your Airtel account, so you can use the same. So you can use the same email address. It will automatically find. Okay, so here I have already downloaded the Comet browser. Okay, and see, so the website clearly tells, okay, so the website clearly tells like what you can do with this, okay. So AI that organizes, okay, that's great. So it organizes your tab maybe on your email account, okay, and it gives you like different news outlet, maybe based on your interest. So it's basically like an automation tool, but inside the browser, okay. So like ways to use Comet. So they have given some prompt library. You can see here, open the latest blog post from Perplexity, check product count. See, like you can also do other things. For example, like you can give a command like book a popcorn and book a movie show for this particular film, and also book popcorn. If you tell this as a prompt, it will do it. So you can just sit back and relax, and it will do it for you. So it's basically like an agentic automation tool, but only for the browser. It doesn't do any kind of operating system task. So that's how I realized one thing. So what if? Okay, let's do this for real time. I mean, let's do this with a real thing. Okay, see, it can also do lot of other things. Okay, for example, let's go to this same website. Okay, let's go to this same website. So test php.valve web. Okay, see, like we are going to do vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to make AI to do it. So in ChatGPT, maybe if you can ask, okay, it will give you the steps. Okay, it will give you the steps, and we need to follow that. Okay, but we have gone one step ahead. Okay, so on this perplexity, you can see something called assistant. Just click on the assistant. Just tell the prompt. Okay, so what you want to do. Okay, so the words are very much important because I'm just typing. I'm doing pen testing on this website. Find vulnerabilities and okay, fine. Okay, so like I'm just sure that it is using SQL injection. Okay, find and okay, so find and list vulnerabilities. Show the payload. So that's all. Just give enter, sit back. See, like I'm not touching my mouse, I'm not touching my keyboard. That's all. Okay. So I'm not doing anything. It's not doing okay. Just a minute. Just copy. So we'll open the assistant. Pen testing. So basically, like it will do all the test. Okay, so it will do all the test. I think it is already done, but maybe in the new interface, it is not giving you that like step by step explanation. But if you can scroll down, if you can scroll down, it will actually do all sort of test, and it will show the output. So this is one cool thing like which I did with Perplexity. You can also test for other sites. So I think like it's also I can also give brute force login and OID. So you can see like this is what I was expecting. So I'm not touching my mouse. Okay, I'm not using my keyboard. So it will automatically like enter. It will perform a list of attacks. Okay, so since this is a simple website, so like it is giving me already like what is the test and password. That blue color screen should be there. Okay, so we can like give it a try. So even for the previous attempt, like it will. So I can also give perform SQL injection or like a perform CSS this website. So again, I'm away from the keyboard and let's see like how it works. So the prompt should be even little extra so that you can see acting again. I mean, like acting with other inputs. Okay. So participants, like any doubts, any questions from this session? So did you like find anything new? So if you have any questions, you can ask. So any questions, any doubts on this session? Okay, so now you can see like again I'm away from the keyboard, but my AI is automatically performing this. Maybe I have forgotten few words, so few prompts. So it is automatically like navigating each and everything. So I have given perform SQL injection and show vulnerable queries and also perform the automation in live. So on the right hand side, you can see what kind of like queries it is giving you. So you can literally make vulnerability assessment right from your browser. And finally, it can give you the result. So that's how we make this is again the starting point for any public AI service to start with vulnerability assessment inside a browser. So, if there are any questions, can we can discuss?
Dear participants, you may please ask questions if any.
Okay, so we have a question. See, it's not just for Akunetics. You can test it on any website. But since I have already mentioned this that this website is or like I'm doing it for educational purpose, but doesn't mean that you can do the same thing on Facebook. And I cannot tell that crack. I mean, try to brute force the password. I'm asking for educational. That doesn't work. But we can literally do it for any local site also. So if you have any local projects, you can give it a try. But as far as you are doing it for a legal concern, because AI clearly knows that you're asked whether you're really asking for like a for a good purpose or for a bad purpose. So it doesn't work. It's not just for Acunetics. It works for any site. You can do automation for any site.
Thank you, sir, for that response.
Yeah.
There's another question, sir, in the chat.
Yes. Yes, sir. So we had a question. So any other doubts or anything like we want to discuss? Still, we have few minutes to spare. So okay. So anyways, thank you so much for attending my session. So it's a great pleasure to present in front of everyone. So thank you so much, and use AI for voice thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those insightful sessions, sir. May I now request Farah to please propose the vote of thanks and conclude today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kumar Garu, for the deep, informative, and practical session. You have given us a clear and structured understanding of web application security, taking us through crucial steps of vulnerability assessment and penetration testing with remarkable clarity. Your industry tested insights and real world examples have truly bridged the gap between theory and practice. This knowledge is invaluable for educators and professionals looking to strengthen their approach to security digital assets. We appreciate the depth and relevance you brought to today's discussion. On behalf of all participants and organizing committee, I extend a sincere gratitude for your time, expertise, and contribution to this FTP. Thank you for helping us build a more cyber aware community. To all our participants, thank you for your active engagement. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. We will be joining for the FDP tomorrow at 6 for the day 3. Thank you so much.